In my business, I sip my tea in my business.
In her ICU in Boston, a quarter of the beds are always filled with scooter patients.
So I got off easy. Wait. Hey, I promise the view is much nicer on the inside. My name's Misty.
Our discussion today proves that the problem not only lies within the world itself, but also within the lack of awareness of ancient Egypt's influence on the world.
With the whole how New York is with competition and trying to make it.
Oh my god.
If you're not connected with spirit, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how much you accomplish.
Something like Dark and Lovely. You are in stores. You have products that people use across the world.
It's a
and
mess.
you can't give me a bus money?
So I don't ever wear my natural hair to shoots. Listen, models, designers, artists of any kind, don't be afraid to ask questions.
This is a bomb-ass picture, y'all. Why can't nobody see it?
Go crown. I never bow down. I sip my tea in my business. I sip my tea in my business. I'm a queen, and I am meant to be free. I'm a queen, and I am meant to be free. I sip my tea in my business. I sip my tea in my business.
Hey guys, it is Seraph and welcome back to Styling by Seraph. I am here with Hailey.
Hello.
And we're going to talk a lot about fashion and beauty.
Yes, we are.
And our journeys and things that have been up about the fashion industry.
Yes.
And advice about how you should go about things as well.
Yeah. Want to move in at least Brooklyn or nothing? Okay.
I cannot live in New York. I will literally I don't know what type of person I would become.
Yeah.
I live for nature. I
Yeah.
can't exist in an environment that lacks it. It's not good for my mental health at all.
Yes. I understand. I mean, I live in Atlanta now, and we just moved to a house, and it's surrounded by nature, and we don't have neighbors. We have neighbors, but you can't see them. That's how much trees and grass and stuff we got.
I think that's
And
important.
it's just so much more healing. It's so much more creative. There's no stress. I feel so much more relaxed. When I was living in Brooklyn, I was tense at all times and just on. You always have to be watching your back and really in it. You know what I mean?
The whole how New York is with competition and trying to make it.
Oh my god.
If you're not connected with spirit, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how much you accomplish. I personally feel.
I agree. When I was there, I felt everyone was oh my gosh, you're killing it as a model.
You are killing it. Period. You
I
are
don't
beautiful.
No, I feel it's another thing. New York makes you feel you're doing more. Because there's so much opportunity and there's so many projects always happening that you're oh, okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that. But then at the same time, it's weighing you down, and you're in an environment that's not conducive to a mental and emotional health. And so you're doing so much, but you're not happy. So then when I moved out here, I'm more happier, but there's not as many projects. So I feel now, it took a minute. I'm doing a lot more acting related stuff out here, which is what I came here to do. But in terms of fashion, Atlanta is not nearly as far along as New York, So I miss that part. I feel I don't model as much as I did when I was
Listen, when I peeped Hailey on the gram, all the opportunities she was getting, it made me so happy because you're a dark-skinned woman.
Yeah.
And I was just so proud every time.
Yeah. It's
So
our
proud.
time. It's how could you not, this is our time as chocolate queens to just flourish, There's a space for us right now, and whether it's trendy or not, I'm about to ride it.
I've definitely been not disappointed, but I haven't really been putting myself out there for modeling opportunities. I guess I've been more focused on just giving people opportunities that usually would be ignored.
Yes,
But,
but that's so important too.
The last thing that really deterred me from the whole thing, I got the opportunity with Dark and Lovely, and these people never sent me my photos. They compensated you, this is the thing.
Wait, how did they compensate you?
They gave me hair products.
No! See, this is number one tip for a model. once you get to a certain level, you have to decide what that is for you. You have to start demanding that you get paid a certain way or setting boundaries. Even with the one with you, I absolutely can't wait to wear your stuff. But I have to set those boundaries for myself because I know what I am worth, what I'm capable of. And I love to support Black female businesses, but I also have to make sure I get paid because that's my profession. And I think sometimes they take advantage of us as models, not you, obviously, but something like Dark and Lovely. You are in stores. You have products that people use across the world. And you can't give me bus money? Like, you can't give me train fare?
It doesn't make sense to me.
It makes no sense.
But then people do it because it's a big name brand, but it's just crazy. Right. You have the money. You have it. They have it. That's why I stopped. I was like, I literally put my foot down and I was like, these are my rates. If you can't do that, then we're not working together. This is the only time I change on my rates is for Black female-owned businesses. Those are the only ones where I always am like, I'll do it free. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to support you. But if you are a huge corporation and you got money, no, these are my rates. Like, I'm a professional. This is how I make my living. Like, you get this or you don't get me. Like, this is it. And I've had people say no, and that's fine. But then I've also had people be like, yeah, because that means that they're going to get a certain quality of work as well. You know what I mean? I feel you.
That's it. Knowing your value.
When they didn't give me the photos, I was like, all right, I'm over it. Because I'm not about to be put in this predicament over and over again.
I think that they take advantage of us because we don't know. We don't know what we're worth. We don't know what we should be getting paid, how much we should be getting paid for these kind of things.
Especially my hair texture is the part that really throws people off too. Once they see I have shrinkage, and then when I stretch it out it's longer, but they usually like girls with 4C hair. It's you have to be bald and TWA short. Yeah. And then if you have the afro, it's
yeah. No, that's true. That's very true. I've noticed that there is a lot of texture prejudice as well. You know what's funny too? I don't ever wear my natural hair to shoots because I don't trust the people to handle it or treat it with the respect that I want it to be respected, the way that I want to be respected. I always wear either a natural hair wig or something that looks like my real hair, so that if they want to touch it or manipulate it or add products to it, they're not dealing with my own hair. And that was something I had to learn because I did a fashion week maybe a few years ago for this company, and they were Black. It was a Black designer, and they have partnered with Motions, which is a Black hairline, an old school Black hairline. And they hired a whole team of professionals to do our hair for this runway show.
Were they white professionals?
I would say they were majority of people of color.
Okay.
I think I had an Asian dude, a Black woman, and they put us in almost a, what do you call it? When you an assembly line, and you get your hair blow dried here, and then you get straightened here, and then da-da-da-da. And they damaged my hair. They were so quick. They were so wrapped up on getting it done quick and getting through all these girls' hair and getting a perfectly straight, crisp look that they damaged my hair. And after that show, my hair would not curl back up. And after that, I was like, I don't care what it is. I'm not letting nobody touch my real hair. I'm not putting it in shoots. I'm not giving them that to play with. So I have a gazillion. This right here is, I'm gonna just let y'all know, this is not all my hair. This is one of my pieces that I put on. And you know what's funny? My real hair looks almost exactly like this.
I honestly thought it was your hair.
And I do that on purpose because and sometimes just to protect it, depending on the weather and stuff like that. I'll show you a picture of my actual hair. I just don't want people touching it.
That made me think about
I've been
Naomi.
hurt too many times. This is my hair.
It made me think about Naomi Campbell, for her not having any edges.
That's my hair.
I love your hair.
So similar, but I don't trust anybody to touch it. Sorry, finish your story. I just had to let you know.
It's okay. Like Naomi Campbell, like she literally had no edges, like, and it's
Girl.
because of what people have done to her hair. Like she has no edges.
She has no edges.
But
It's
she's Naomi
really sad.
Campbell.
But she's Naomi Campbell. Like, she could be bald and people still love her.
Period.
Actually, she'd be gorgeous as a bald woman.
But that's the crazy part. She's had people play with her hair so much that
So
she doesn't
much.
have any.
She's had so many bad weaves and crisp and hot irons and all kinds of stuff that she ain't got no more edges, y'all. Is it worth it? Is it worth it so much? that
Only
ain't
if you
got
do
no
it
edges?
to yourself. When someone
If you
else
do it to
takes
yourself,
your
that's
edges,
on you. But if someone else takes your edges, that's unforgivable. You know what I'm saying?
literally though.
I was so hurt, and I felt like that was like the first fashion week I'd ever done. So I was so excited. They had paid me, but learned my lesson. I was like, oh, you want my hair to look like? Okay, cool. Let me go find a wig that looks just like that.
Speaking of Fashion Week, you know the one that I was supposed to do? Tell me how the day before the shoot, literally 12 hours before, not the shoot, before the Fashion Week, they removed me from the show. 12 hours. That's why there was no content from it. And I was just like...
What do you mean they removed you? Like, how did they do that?
So I paid $1,000 to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
At Pier 59. So when I went to the fitting, so it was a hot mess. Like the people that I was working with, the production team, they were a hot mess. And basically, like, I went to the fitting that they didn't explain to me that the fitting was supposed to be like the final look, like what you're going to be showcasing on the day, and that every single person that was supposed to be a part of it was supposed to be present and on time. I didn't know that. They didn't explain much to me. So I'm sitting there having girls with their afros out, having girls like not saying there's anything wrong with the afro. It's like
not fully done. Yeah.
So I'm like, so that's the photos that they took for showing what was supposed to be showcased. And they were just like, you're not ready. We don't think you're ready. We think you should be like in like a sustainable fashion show. I'm just like, they're like, you're not couture enough. I'm like, you knew what I was like you exactly. Like
did they give you your money back?
They didn't give it to me. I had to call my bank. They did not give me my money back. I had to literally file a report with PayPal, and then PayPal filed like let me get my money back. Like they were for like the claim. Basically, they agreed that I deserved my money back, and I literally never heard anything from those people.
Wow.
I had to go through it, get my money back my own way. They were just ignoring the fuck out of me. And I'm just like
that is,
it's like being that close and then them doing that to you is just like, wow. Like I can only like, it just made me think like, all right, like there's something bigger planned for me, like,
for sure.
That's
another thing. You have to not be afraid. Okay, listen, models, designers, artists of any kind, don't be afraid to ask questions, because a lot of these organizations, they put on events with the thinking that what they're saying is just known fact, and it's not. Like, not everybody knows about these processes and exactly what's expected of them, and they don't outline it. They just give you some information, and then all they do is want your money, right? So ask all the questions, become clear on what is expected of you. And if that doesn't align with what your vision is and what you want to produce or what you can produce, don't. Because what's gonna happen is, say they put those pictures up, you would be pissed, right? You'd be like, how dare y'all? And they would have just been like making fun of you, or you would have been on some kind of, website talking about how black girls don't know how to do this and that, when it's in reality, it's just not knowing. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's another good workshop.
I would have known, like, it would have been like, because now that when I look at like fashion show stuff, like they have like that your look, like, and they put that. If I knew that's what it was, I would have prepared for that. Right. But they didn't explain that at all. I tried my best. I'm the type of person, like, I'm gonna ask you 1,000 questions, and they were just ignoring. Every time like it got closer to the date, they were just ignoring me.
That's another sign. They clearly just wanted your money.
By the way, it's called Bond Chance New York.
Ooh.
I don't know if they still exist, but they're not. They're a very shady agency.
Wow.
Very shady.
That's very common in New York, girl. Especially, I've been on casting call for Fashion Week shows that are already cast. So you want to have me wait outside for 2 hours, try on your ugly clothes, for you to already have casted it? What is this, a publicity stunt?
That's what they did to those models too. They literally recasted models at the day of the show.
Damn. That's what I'm saying, girl.
It
Like,
was a
I'm
hot
so tired of this
mess.
fashion industry taking advantage of us. Like, I'm so over it. Everything has a strategy. You just got to figure it out.
And Instagram, I'm over it. I don't want to figure it
I
out.
know,
I don't care
so
if people like my
Instagram's
stuff
getting on
anymore.
my nerves. Me
Like, it's
too.
bullshit. They don't even let you see the best time to post.
Yeah, they're a mess, honestly. Instagram, and they don't like. There's so many things. There's so many things. They have these crazy ass algorithms where, like, if you don't post every day, all of a sudden you're invisible to everybody. So I posted something recently and I got like, not to like, I'm not flexing, okay? I don't really get a lot of likes, but I only got like 100, right? And I usually get about 400. And I was just like, this is a bomb ass picture, y'all. Why can't nobody see it? And I realized
I do my best to like your content whenever I see it.
Thank you.
No problem.
But I was just like, yo, y'all are
fucks with your
just
psyche.
Yes, y'all scamming out here. And you're making sure all these stupid ass influencers get likes when they don't be posting shit.
Well, they're not really actually even getting likes. They pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually tried to do, I didn't pay for likes or pay for followers, but I hired someone to be like my social media manager. So they basically would do this where they will go and watch a whole bunch of people's stories. They basically take hashtags, like things like people that you want to target.
And just like engage with all those people.
Yeah, they fake engage. So they go to watch everyone's stories. They go comment on your posts. They go like your posts so people can be drawn to your account and choose to follow you. And they also do this thing where they follow a whole bunch of people, have them follow you, and then they unfollow them. That's what people be doing.
That's the tricks to Instagram. Yeah, this is great. It's actually, I think this is gonna inspire me to do more stuff like this too, because I feel like I have a lot of wisdom to impart on the young modelos out here.
Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Styling by Sarah.
My Instagram is at Hailey, spelled Hailey .ebeth. So Hailey.ebeth.
Yes, sir.
I also do kind of got a YouTube that's like
Shout
in
that
the
out.
making. It's also Hailey. It's Hailey's Comment. So kind of like the comet that's from the sky, but it's COMMENT, like a comment on life.
I might have to follow
Hailey's Comment. I've only had like 2 or 3 videos. I got into it and I did not be consistent like you were saying. But now that you're making it seem like it doesn't have to be very well curated, it's just talk about your experience. It doesn't have to be a perfect lighting, backdrop, makeup, hair, like whatever. Talk about your experience, share your thoughts. So I might get back in it.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video because there's more content with Hailey coming. Bye.
You's a queen, and you are meant to be free. You's a queen, and you are meant to be free. You should sip your tea and mind your business. Sip your tea and mind your business.